YouTube family. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, blessed day. Grammy Nene is. It's been kind of a rough morning. Uh, we kind of woke up grouchy around the house this morning. I'm sure some of you probably go through the same thing. I have a teenager. She's wonderful. Um, I am at the age of menopause. That's one of the wonderful things about being an older mother is that when you go through menopause, they're going through puberty. So sometimes it just doesn't we don't fit well together, but I always love her and she always loves me. We always say we're sorry. I don't like to send her to school, but I thought I would just say that because I want you guys to realize that when people put on things on Facebook and I've noticed it with some of the younger girls, everything has to be perfect. They use filters for their pictures. The pictures have to be just so. When we were kids, we were running around with mud on our face and underwear and no shirt on, and that was our family picture. People just had Kodaks or whatever. I mean, you went to Olin Mills or a professional place and had a family picture made maybe once a year, or went to Walmart when they were having a special. But most of the time, most of our pictures that we would have to put in the photo album were kids with ice cream dripping down their face and dirt and mud. But for some reason, society has put so much pressure on us to just be perfect. And that's why I'm always saying I'm not perfect. If I make a mistake when I'm cooking, I leave it in there because I want you guys to know the world is not perfect. And I see so many people trying to live that magazine life. I I like pretty things. I have a lot of pretty things around me, but as I get older, I'm realizing that's not the important things in your life. It's not. So, um, yeah. So I mean, just the stress of everything, trying to make sure that everything is just so. The farmhouse style. Oh, let me tell you, I love the farmhouse style. If I could tear this house down and rebuild it into a perfect little farmhouse, that would be my dream. But would it change my life? Would it change how I live my life? Would it change how I love my husband? Would it change how I love my children, my grandchildren? How I serve God? Would it help my fellow man that doesn't have enough to eat, or my fellow woman who doesn't have a roof over her head and for her children? These are the things that God is laying on my heart. The material things of life are not that important. And for some reason, since we've gotten this Facebook, YouTube society, everybody thinks everything has to be just so and just perfect. When my grandparents had a house, and I've said this before, their concern was food on the table and a roof over the head. They were sharecroppers on one side of my family, on my maternal side. And if they got a hole in the wall, they didn't go down to Home Depot and down to Lowe's to fix that hole. They stuffed newspaper in it and hung an old wall calendar over the hole because there was no money to repair anything. And that's how they lived. It was about food, sustenance, and roof. And they were some happy people, let me tell you, and close knit family, and loved each other. The children respected the parents, and the parents loved the children. And so now we have to say, hey, no phone time. Come in here and look at my face, see my eyes. Don't text me from your bedroom. Uh, kind of a society. And I have been guilty of texting my husband in the bedroom. So dinner time because he couldn't hear me yelling at him. So, or my daughter. I mean, I just want the family unit to get back together. So, but what I'm here to encourage today to mothers, if I have a father watching, if I have some kids watching, today, remember, each one of us put our shoes on and we go into the world and we live a different life. So if a husband comes home and he's grouchy, if a wife comes home, she's grouchy, if children come home and they're grouchy, remember, their shoes walked in a different path than yours did that day. Sometimes, if Megan's grouchy, I take it as a disrespectfulness. Now, it is. It is. It is disrespectful. But there are some times when she is dealing with things. And sometimes if I say, hey, why are you so grouchy? What's going on? She will begin to talk to me. And then I realize that she's really had a horrible day or she's had a stressful day. And then once I allow her to have the floor to talk, because they are little human beings. Now, I'm not saying that they don't need some correction, because sometimes she's just mean to be mean. And sometimes I'm just grouchy to be grouchy. I mean, that's just how it is. But remember, each one of us are walking a different path today. And another thing that I thought about this week too is that we can't change if we're broken. We can't do anything different in our life, show any kind of love, any kind of compassion for other people until we fix ourselves. And I've talked about self-hate already, and I don't want to just keep repeating myself. But if you're putting water in broken vessels, it's not going to hold anything. It's just going to pour out. So the vessel which you're trying to fill with good stuff has to be repaired. And we do that. I do that through prayer. I do that through talking to God and reading my word and doing these encouragements. These encouragements are helping me. They're helping me. They're helping me. And if I have 20 people watch them, or if I have 162 people watch these encouragement videos, it's wonderful to me, because maybe I helped one person. Maybe somebody out there is going through what I've gone through. And I'm going to get into some deep stuff with myself on here, because I have walked through many different things. I'm not anybody special. I'm just Grammy Nene. My real name is Renee. And I'm just a person. But I see so many people broken and hurt and bogged down. Me too. Me too. I'm trying to tell you that somebody's out there that knows what you're going through. I will pray for you. You pray for me. I will encourage you with encouraging words, because today you can fix that broken vessel where you can be full of goodness and kindness and joy. And that's how we're going to change the world. One person at a time. We fix the broken vessels, then we fill it with good things, and that person takes and pours into another person. Once that vessel's fixed and they can hold goodness, and they pour into the next person, and they pour into the next person, and before long, you have a whole group of people that are fixed, not broken, can hold good stuff and pour good stuff on there. And what I mean by that is not saying you are so stupid, you're ignorant, you're, the bad word. You're this, you're that. The negative stuff. You're lazy, you're fat, you're ugly. You begin to say nice things. You're so beautiful today. Thank you for being my friend. You're such a wonderful person. I just can't believe that God put you in my life. I'm so thankful for you every day. And those are the things that you want to say. I'm working on that, because I'm going to tell you, it's hard to be an encourager when you're in the stage of my life, because you really are a booger bear most days. You really just want to say, don't talk to me, don't look at me, don't make eye contact with me, because it's dangerous. It's dangerous to make eye contact with me today. So at my stage in life, you may not be at where I'm at my stage in my life, but maybe you're running some little kids and you're just stressed. I've been there. I've been there. I've been without sleep. When Megan was a newborn, she had colic, and I would say the first 2 weeks of her life, I had 3 hours of sleep, and that's no exaggeration. By the time we got her to a doctor that was willing to help her, I could do nothing but cry. I was so exhausted, and when we went home, we slept for 5 hours straight, and it was dark, and I woke up and thought Megan had died, because there was no way she had slept 5 hours straight. I scared her to death. I woke her up, but they had gave her some medicine, had calmed her stomach to where she could lay down and sleep. I've been there. I know the stresses of life. I just want to tell you, let's fix some broken vessels today. Go to a mirror every morning. I want you to say, I'm not perfect, but I am made and chosen by God. I'm beautifully and wonderfully made. I'm not perfect, but God is working on me, and every day I'm getting better. I'm getting better and I love myself. That's the one thing we got to tell ourselves, that we love ourselves. And once you fix that broken vessel, then you're able to have good stuff poured into you. And then you will begin to pour things onto your husband or your wife, into your children and your friends, your co-workers, and that ugly person that just acts ugly that you didn't think that you could love. You'll just be able to smile and say, I love her too, or I love him too. And that's how we're going to change the world. Now, today is Veterans Day, and I don't have to go to work. And before I get off here, I want to say thank you, veterans, for everything that you've done. I'm sitting here in this chair, a free person, speaking to people on my YouTube channel and my Facebook channel because of the service that you did, the sacrifice you made for many, many months when you were away from your family. And to the families of veterans, thank you for the many, many months that you went without them so that they could serve our countries. For the single moms who stayed home and took care of kids, the single dads who stayed home and took care of the children so the moms and dads could serve. I have some veterans in my life, and I'm very thankful. They've all gone on to be with the Lord. And but the ones who are serving now, thank you. God bless you, and we love you. And you guys have a wonderful, blessed day. And I hope this Wednesday, Encouragement Wednesday, is helping somebody. And I just love you. And remember, you can do it today. You can do it. You can be positive. You can be happy. You can fill that vessel with good stuff and pour it out on the rest of the world. Let's change this world. Let's put some joy in it. You guys have a wonderful, blessed day. Till next time, I'm Grammy Nene.